Thank you for the commentator's assistance. I've been giving some commentary this whole time, but left the microphone turned off. So again, apologies. It's been a Murphy's Law kind of weekend for me. So many apologies. We are halfway through the race, so at least we'll get half a race worth of commentary in on this one. So again, apologies for all the issues this weekend, but we've still got a fun race going on. We've got what has happened with Hayscran and Sheriff Shaft. I must have missed some action because these two are now way back from Scuderia Shep, and I don't think they've taken a pit stop. Sheriff Shaft's in the wall. I don't know if he has some front wing damage or what's going on, and we can't get a good look at Hayscran. Car looks to be in okay shape. Really, there's the broadcast camera I'm looking for. So that front wing looks okay. How about Sheriff Shaft? Sheriff Shaft's wing looks fine. I don't see any major issues. But something's caused these two to drop way back in the grid order. So this has opened the door for Shep to be able to run away with this, and for Femi and Tar Heels to maybe be on the podium. Let's see, it'll be interesting. Looks like we've had another clog up here. Sheriff Shaft, now that wing is gone for sure now. Sheriff Shaft will come in to get another wing. They were leading, now it's all gone wrong. Let's jump back up on board with Scuderia Shep, who is going to be your net leader of the race. We've got Tar Heels. Ooh, Tar Heels just coming out of the wall now. So that's again in the swimming pool section. So a right end plate missing there. So Tar Heels will be coming in for a stop. Decides to take out the other end of the wing just for the kicks. What tire will they be going on now? Do they go back onto the hard tire? It looks like that's going to be the move for Tar Heels. I don't think there's anything else you could do much better. And that's a fresh hard tire. So could have been worse. But that tire will take him to the end. I think unless there's a safety car or some other major issue, I think Tar Heels is out of the running for the podium. We do see Scuderia Shep in the net lead of the race. You are correct, Suzuki. Was running third just behind Hayscran and Sheriff Shaft, but those two I think tangled up again as we saw in qualifying. And that's left the door open for Shep to stroll on in. And right now it looks like Lucasade and OTL are going to be the ones keeping him company on the podium. Tar Heels would have been up there, but has had to fall back for a pit stop for a wing. And that just leaves Femi Thrustmaster here at the top. And I believe after the pit, they'll go in behind Lucasade, so they're going to need some pace after the pit stop. Not sure what the plan is from Femi Thrustmaster here, but with the tires trying to go as long as they are, they may be able to try to pull off the hard onto soft tire. And if so, then a podium could definitely be in Femi Thrustmaster's future. Looks like we have a car stopped somewhere. That's Baba Yaga, who has had some issues getting into the tunnel. Now, will they have a front wing on the other end? They're going quite slowly. No front wing. So that'll be a pit stop from Joji Fishing, as the OGs may know. We see Hayscran also coming in for a pit. Is this to replace a wing? Yes. Getting some wing work done. Well, you know what they say about Red Bull, it does give you wings. And now getting out of the pit box. So this will put Hayscran and Sheriff Shaft right next to each other yet again. We've seen these two battling all day. Qualifying, start of the race, middle of the race. So these two really looking to put on a show. Now I think Hayscran's going to come out maybe well ahead of Sheriff Shaft. So maybe we won't see quite as much of a battle as anticipated. Let's jump back up with our current leader, Femi, who's now coming into the box. So what will Femi take? Is it going to be the soft tire or the medium tire? And they will be running for a podium here. So this is the medium tire for Femi Thrustmaster. And they will come out just how far behind Lucozade. I don't think that 5 seconds is accurate. Vinny Sims actually going to look to make a move here. They're pushing hard. Looks like Vinny's going to get the position. So another surprise come out from Vinny Sips. Vinny Sips is one of those drivers always in the mid-pack right until the later half of the race. And we always see Vinny Sips just shoot up right towards the front. So Vinny going to be in the running to try to get a podium here. We got Lucozade and OTL Feb running quite close, and Shep just a little ways up the road. So right now, Shep leading this race by about 3 seconds. I think the order we see now is accurate. I don't think anybody else needs to make a pit stop. There's Pacegram picking up another time penalty. Has quite a gap back to Share Shaft, so unfortunately we won't see them fighting anytime soon. Saw somebody take a detour into the wall. Look all clear though. It was a red car. But I don't see any red cars. Oh, we just caught on board with Vinny there, going into the, getting just on the throttle a little too antsy there. But he's right next to the pit box, so he'll be able to go in. That's removed him from the podium running for now. Tar Heels, I wouldn't say takes his place, has quite a ways to go. This has opened up Femi now to have open track to run up ahead and try to get involved. Now, if Lucozade and OTL Feb, if they tangle, could open the door for Femi. Of course, Lucozade has that time penalty. So are Lucozade and Femi, are they equal on their penalties? Let's see, they are. So between those two, it's on track. 100% on track for Lucozade and Femi. However, Femi's got about 10 seconds to make up. That tire differential plus having some traffic could make it happen. We'll stay on board with OTL and Lucozade. These two being the closest on track. Monaco particularly is a race of attrition, or as Suzuki has pointed out, Shep calls it the race of whoever can repair their wing the least. And I wouldn't disagree. A pit stop here is going to cost you about 27 seconds as somebody drives by faster than you. So according to the numbers that I worked up, I think it's a 19 to 20 second pit delta under green flag conditions. So we'll ride our board. Ooh, big hit for Lucozade on the rear wheel there. Looks like he'll be okay. I think if we had some higher damage settings, that might have ended his race, but he'll be fine for now. Just going to be pushing to catch up with OTL for now. Demi's cut into that gap by a second or so, and that contact only going to help that. Meanwhile, OTL Feb catching up to Scuderia Shep. So if these two can run with each other, OTL can catch up to Shep and maybe put a little pressure on him. We could see some fireworks here. Lucozade, in the meantime, has dropped back a little bit, has recovered some, but not much of what was lost on OTL Feb. So Femi and Vinny really going to be the ones to watch as they're on the medium tires, so they are expected to have a little bit more pace than the others. And these tires, they will last long enough to, they'll last till the end of the race. Now, will they be pacey at the end of the race? I don't know. But they will make it. Lucozade just giving the wall a little kiss there on the right side. Bit by bit, closing up on OTL Feb, we did see Lucasade running consistently very, very close behind before that little contact with the wall. So Lucasade just working on cutting down that gap little bit by little bit. So you see Femi's taking another second out of the gap up to Lucasade. So Femi just going to continue to be pushing. Oh, can get just barely in on that chicane. Such a tight spot. Again, one of those where if you can get the perfect exit, you can make quite a bit of time up. But perfection is not always easy to achieve. OTL Feb continuing to close up on Shep. Now, as pointed out, as Suzuki's pointed out for us, you can't really overtake here in Monaco, but you can put pressure on the guy ahead of you and get him to try to make a mistake. But that mistake could very well seal the deal. OTL Feb taking a 3-second penalty. So now not only needs to clear Shep, he gets a little loose there. Like I said, that pressure can do wonders on you. He needs to clear Shep and then get 3 seconds off the road to pick up what would be, I believe, a maiden win for OTL Feb in the Performance Racing League. It's a name that's not familiar to me. But first he must get around Shep, and that is a much easier said than done. Much easier said than done task. So if Shep can drive and just keep it on the road, he should be in good position to bring home this win. Shep's best performance this season has been a 3rd place bottom step of the podium, which he took in Australia. Other than that, it's been mostly top 10 finishes for Shep, with the exception of Miami. So Shep will be really wanting to get this win, bring it home for the Scuderia. And right now it's looking good. We've got 8 laps to go here in Monaco. And everyone behind him has a penalty. So it doesn't really matter how close they get. It'll be, as long as he can keep them behind him. He is coming up to some traffic. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. It's fairly easy to get around cars if they let you by. Yeah, Suzuki, you've been around about as long as I have, and I can't recall any of Shep's other wins since long ago, we'll say. I think keeping an eye on Shep and seeing if he can hold the lead here is one thing. Next would be keeping an eye on Femi and seeing what Femi can do to catch up to the others. Now, they all have 3 seconds of penalties, so a very similar case as with Shep. where these penalties won't really affect the grid or won't affect the final positions unless Tar Heels can get caught up to this group, but I don't think he'll be able to. He's on hard tires. Tar Heels does have plenty of pace, that's not to be denied, but I just don't think there's enough time to catch up to those guys for him. Femi, on the other hand, on the medium tire, which is a good bit younger than the hards, can get caught up. He needs the guys ahead of him to actually take a penalty, another penalty though, to be able to get on that podium without needing an overtake. Which, as we've said, is quite tough here. Even with the new cars, there's just not enough room on this track to do it. So you see Chef using a little bit of that battery and starting to build a gap here. We do see some yellows in the tunnel. I think maybe just maybe a squirrel or something, not really sure. Do they have squirrels in Monaco? I do not know. This is something to use the answer box to look for. But anyway, we see our drivers. So let's take a quick review here of what I've nicknamed the Fast Five. So Scuderia Chef right now at the top of the Fast Five, leading the race, moving up 2 positions. Lucozade, next one of the Fast Five, is on the podium right now, also moved up 2 positions. But currently sitting with a penalty. I think third is the best that Lucozade can hope for. Next to the Fast Five is Tar Heels, who is sitting in 5th position. Probably will finish in 5th position, not really making much ground. Has made up 1 position in the race. So Tar Heels just having a solid race here in Monte Carlo. And a solid race is what he needs. He's had seems to be another